In this quick video tutorial, I'm going to show you how to use the Digg newsfeed to create interesting and fresh content on your screens. I'm also going to show you how to use the scene editor to create a fully customized solution so you can position the elements any way you want. And best of all, we'll take advantage of effects and transitions so you can really create nice effects using the Digg newsfeed. So with that, let's begin. The Digg component is part of the Enterprise Edition, so log into your reseller account, go to the media store, not installed, select the Digg and click on install now. So I went ahead and logged into my Studio Pro, and you see that right now I just have a simple campaign set up with 2 screen divisions, and I have right here a campaign called Digg campaign. I'll go ahead and switch over to my scene editor and click on the plus sign to add a new scene. Go ahead and rename this my Digg scene and switch over here to my components. You'll notice that in my components I have a whole bunch of different components. There's a Digg component, but you don't want to pick that. This is actually what you can put on the timeline, but what you can do is actually select the JSON item. So I'll go ahead and select one JSON item that's going to represent my text, another JSON item that's going to represent my image, and at this point let's go ahead and make a little bit more room here. Select this guy, make it a little bit bigger, select this guy and move him here. This is going to be my text. Change the fonts, and the image is fine. Now this is really the most important part, is that you need to select the background to actually select the scene, or you can select it right here on the tree. So either way is fine, just click here or here, it doesn't matter. But when you select the actual scene, you want to select the scene and the MIME type, and you want to set the MIME type to be Digg. So you see that as soon as I do that, and now if I select back the title, you notice that now I have fields right here. This will be the image, and this guy will be the title. And so essentially what we've done is we told the system that this scene is not just a regular scene, but this is going to be a scene that's going to be displaying Digg information. Of course, you can still mix other stuff. So if you want to just put resources, images, videos, to mix all that stuff as well into the same scene, you could do just that. That's not a problem. So with that, let's go ahead and switch back to our timeline, and we'll go ahead and select the scenes and search for the Digg scene. Now I'll go ahead and take the Digg scene over here and drag and drop it directly on the timeline. And you can see that as soon as I double click on it, I can already see the image. Go ahead and make a little more room here, and the title. If I click on play, you'll notice that every 5 seconds we're going to get the latest feed. Now notice that I was able to take the Digg scene and put it directly on the timeline because I defined its MIME type. However, if I wanted to, and this is really just doing it the long way, but what I could do is I can go over to components, I can select the actual Digg player, I can put that on the timeline, double click to load up its properties, and then again, just like before, set the interval, and where it says drop scene here, I can go to my scenes, select the Digg scene and drag and drop it over here. So these are just 2 ways that you can essentially do the same thing, but the first way I showed you is just a quicker way of doing this. I can just prove to you that if I click on play, you'll see really the same behavior. So you can see the RSS ticker on the bottom and my Digg posts and the title for it. Now another really neat feature that you can take advantage of are transitions and effects. So let's go ahead and again select our Digg scene on the timeline, and you can enable the transition. Now I don't have any transition set up right now, so I'll go ahead and do that. Go ahead to navigation, select transitions, go ahead and click on the plus sign, and we're gonna add this to our pool. And this is just gonna be just basic 2D transition. And then we'll go ahead and select over here the plus sign to add more transitions to the same pool, and maybe just another one, and we can review them. This will be the first, the second, and third. Switch back to the timeline, double click the Digg component, select the pool. So it's going to run the transitions one after the other. Make a little bit more room here. And click on play. So here's one transition. Here's another. So transitions do add a nice effect to your presentation. Now if you want to learn more about transitions and effects, be sure to check out the video tutorial for that. So I hope you enjoyed this tutorial, and thanks for watching.